Caroline Ellison seemed to have it all. She had the perfect life. A beautiful home, luxury cars, and her dream job running a successful company, all things that most of us only dreamed about. But recently, it was revealed that behind her perfection were two simple words: guilty plea. So what does Caroline's fate hold after entering a guilty plea? What comes next for the now infamous CEO? Hello and welcome to Coin Engine. Today's video will dissect her current state and uncover the story behind one of America's biggest business scandals. But before we start with our video, don't forget to smash the subscribe button and click the notification bell for more amazing content. Now, let's get this video started. Criminal cases come first. Ellison and Wang reached separate plea agreements with Manhattan federal prosecutors, pleading guilty to wire fraud and conspiracy charges. Damian Williams, the U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of New York, which is bringing the criminal case, announced their cooperation in a splashy press release, just as Bankman-Fried, who was indicted on multiple counts of fraud and conspiracy, was extradited from the Bahamas to the United States. Cooperation agreements with federal prosecutors in the Southern District of New York are notoriously binding, exposing defendants to the possibility of severe prison sentences and requiring their full cooperation. However, experts confirmed that the agreements require them to prioritize cooperating with prosecutors in the criminal case, even if it means sacrificing other parties. Barbara Fried and Joseph Bankman, the parents of Bankman-Fried, are conversing about FTX inquiries. They have been in contact with the relevant authorities and will respond to the document requests in a timely manner. What conditions apply to Caroline Ellison? The cooperation agreements with both Ellison and Wang contain the standard language for such agreements, which prohibits them from discussing the FTX case with anyone else without the prosecutor's approval. While this does not mean that they cannot speak with FTX bankruptcy investigators, it demonstrates how multiple parallel investigations in a complex case can conflict with one another. Parties involved in a Chapter 11 bankruptcy, including the debtor itself, frequently conduct their own investigations with the assistance of the bankruptcy court to determine how to recover its funds to repay creditors. Similarly, in the ongoing bankruptcy proceeding of FTX, the company has coordinated its inquiries with the Creditors Committee, representing a broad category of unsecured creditors, including FTX customers. The authorities confirmed that the U.S. Attorney's Office would typically share information with the bankruptcy court and work in tandem with civil proceedings. However, when both criminal and civil proceedings are ongoing, the criminal case takes precedence. Caroline Ellison and other former FTX leaders are not helping the investigation. Caroline Ellison, CEO of Alameda, and Gary Wang, co-founder of FTX, have stopped cooperating with the ongoing inquiry into FTX and have refused to provide the needed material to FTX lawyers. Since the cryptocurrency exchange declared bankruptcy in November, attorneys have worked continuously to find and collect FTX assets. Now, they intended to issue subpoenas to Sam Bankman-Fried, his family, and previous lieutenants. While a few of them have responded to letters from FTX attorneys requesting additional information, none of them have voluntarily provided the papers or information sought. Both Ellison and Wang agreed to help authorities in their criminal case against Bankman-Fried after pleading guilty to fraud. On the other hand, Bankman-Fried has pled not guilty to allegations of fraud. To date, liquidators have recovered $5 billion in liquid assets, but identifying the remaining funds could take months due to the lack of record-keeping at the exchange. Why are prosecutors prioritizing winning? In a bankruptcy case, the corporation and the committee representing its creditors are primarily concerned with recovering value. Their objective is to maximize distributions to creditors, not to put people in jail. There may be a conflict between maximizing returns for creditors and the government's criminal investigation goals, which are to serve justice. Ellison and Wang's alleged lack of cooperation in the bankruptcy could be tricky. Cooperators typically wish to demonstrate to the court that they are not the villains of the story in order to receive a lighter sentence. So what's next for Caroline Ellison? One prospect is that the U.S. Attorney's Office is still assessing the information Ellison and Wang provided. The prosecutors might wish to withhold this information until their investigation has progressed further. Ellison and Wang have not yet responded in court to FTX allegations. It is unclear from court documents whether they would offer more cooperation or even accept a subpoena. It's possible prosecutors could instruct Ellison and Wang to fight the subpoenas in the bankruptcy case or intervene themselves to demonstrate that they are in charge. In addition, it is unclear what arguments Bankman-Fried will use to defend himself in court. However, in public statements, text messages, and emails described in court filings, the founder of FTX claims he wants to assist all creditors in recovering their money. And that brings us to the end of today's video. What do you think of Caroline Ellison? Should she go to prison for what she did? Tell us in the comments. Please give the video a like and subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. We'll see you later.